Yo, we are in week number 9. Is it week number 9? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's week number 9. It's week number 9. The only reason I say is because we're moving quick, man. Like, this year is flying by, fantasy's flying by, and me staying on lockdown for the remainder of my life is flying by. Yeah, it's November 4th today, so I believe this is about the first week, if not, yeah, I think this is the first time that the government is pushing for mandated vaccines for bars and restaurants and gyms and barbershops and all this other shit. So we'll see how it goes. It's definitely an interesting um, point of view, but we'll keep it holy, we'll keep it going, you know what I'm saying? So, going into the matchups right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to start off with Josh, Green Bay Josh, going up against Sunday Pastor. So, this is a pretty interesting matchup. I mean, Josh hyped up Marcos, pretty much, blessing all types of his wins and shit. But, I mean, Marcos is kind of coming back to reality. I mean, he's not putting up a lot of points. He does have a 4-4 record, and Josh got a 5-3 record. So it's looking like it might be kind of even, but I don't know. We'll see. You be the judge. With Marcos, he's going with Jalen Hurts, Chuba Hubbard, uh, Javonte Williams. He keeps playing Javonte Williams. I feel like he's good, but is he a starter? I don't think so. I don't know. Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, who's been mediocre. Noah Fant just hit the COVID list right now, so he's out of a tight end. He don't have a tight. He do got a tight end. Oh no, he doesn't. So he's gonna have to pick up a tight end. He's gonna drop one of his players right here. Devontae Smith on the flex against the Chargers. You don't love it, but he is a starting wide receiver. He's the number one right there. So you're kind of hoping for productivity with the points and stuff. If you look at the other side with Josh, Justin Herbert. Is it Justin Herbert? Yeah, it's Justin Herbert in the injury report, but it's nothing like too serious. Aaron Jones should eat this week with COVID. Aaron Rodgers out there not being in the game, but I think Devontae is coming back, which is kind of interesting to me how Devontae got COVID and now Aaron Rodgers got COVID. So, but as it looks like other players are getting COVID, even players that are vaccinated are getting COVID. So it's an interesting topic. We're going with Michael Carter as a starter right there on the RB2 position. I mean, he is coming off of 2 productive games. He's getting the carries. He's getting the looks as far as like targets. So it's looking like Michael Carter might be the real deal. We'll see. Brandon Cooks right there, Devontae Johnson, Travis Kelce, and Jarvis Landry. I mean, we did produce a trade right here with Josh and I. He ended up taking Terry Scary McLaurin, and I'm taking back CEH, who might play. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I'm kind of like iffy about that trade really kind of going in. But yeah. Who do I got winning? Honestly, bro, I'm going in with the guy who pumped it and started all the noise in the beginning, which is Josh. I'm going to go with him to get the W this week. He pumped up Marcos and he hyped him up. But I think he's going to meet his maker. And ultimately, he's going to come back to the blessings, like the blessings that were on the court, Josh. Going into the next game. My record 5-3, Team Spank Bank going up against Oscar 6-2. I was gonna put this as matchup of the week, but I feel there's a better game right there in matchup of the week right now. If you look at Oscar's team, I'm pretty sure he's gonna get Dak Prescott back this week. Nick Chubb is right there. He's looking like he's healthy. He's not maybe 100%. He should end up splitting the carries with the other guy, Devontae Johnson or whatever the fuck. Excuse me, Darius Johnson. Sorry. You're looking at. Excuse me. Man, I had a burp. Cordero Patterson, he's still producing right there as a running back, which is great. DJ Moore has been, he's a quiet number 9 receiver right there in the PPR formats, but as far as his last 4 weeks, he's been awful. I mean, it's bad. He's got 1 double-digit game in the last 4 weeks, so, I mean, he's got a decent matchup right here against New England. They're, like, okay, not too bad, whatever, but is Sam Darnold going to play? We all know he's dealing with a concussion. Debo Samuels is expected to play. They already announced that, but he is dealing with a calf injury. I believe he's gonna play. Um, but typically, when you see these players, when they are hurt and lingering an issue already, they're gonna play, but they don't really, they're probably not going to feed him as much. And that's the thing. Because he has been fed. I mean, 9 targets, 11 targets, another 9, 12 targets. So this guy's been fed. He's been a productive wide receiver number 4 PPR formats. Jared Cook gets the tight end position right there. And Elijah Mitchell. Now, Elijah Mitchell's coming off of 2 good games, but I'm still not really taking the bank on that. The 49ers are still a team that is just in the brink of destruction, basically. I mean, they're good, they're bad, they're good, they're bad. I don't know. Um, you know, Eli Mitchell's just not that good to me. Matthew Stafford on my side gets the quarterback start. He is dealing with a sore back, but I believe he should play. Najee Harris, James Robinson, I don't want to start. Even if he plays, I might not even start him. Cooper Kupp, A.J. Brown, Waller the Baller is coming back, A.J. Dillon, and all that good stuff. But basically, if we are looking at the starters right here for my team, it's not really set depending on CEH plays. Now, I don't think he's going to play CEH, but we'll see. I might even plug in Jamison Crowder, honestly, right there. Who do I have winning this game? I'm going to go with the mind fuck right here. I'm going to pick Oscar to win. So like that, I could really win. Besides, I already know how much Oscar hates it when I pick him. So I'm going to go on and pick Oscar. And Oscar, I project you to win. But in the reality, I'm picking myself to win. So it's a mind fuck. Hopefully you follow me. You know what I'm saying? But the other matchup we got to get into right here is Free Dubs. 0-8 Emery. He hasn't won a game. Going up against 4-4. I'm your pimp, Gabe. Now Gabe has kind of been still stuck in the place of unknown. And what do they call that shit? The triangle. I forgot what they call that shit. But Gabe is in between Mexico and Salvador and Texas. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Something like that. But if we look at his team, Carson Wentz, I still think you start Carson Wentz against the Jets over Lamar Jackson in Minnesota. Although you kind of want to start Lamar Jackson. That's why I don't pick up 2 quarterbacks, because you're always going to deal with that type of shit. So you kind of, you know what I mean? So Alvin Kamara, what is it? Jonathan Taylor. My names are all fucked up to this morning. Taylor, Jerry Jeudy, Keenan Allen, don't have a tight end. AJ Green just got COVID. So believe me, man, there's people going through it right now. Michael Thomas, he's gonna have to drop him. I mean, he's not coming back, bro. He could require another procedure. Shit, he's not coming back. I mean, I just said he has a tight end on bye, but he do have a tight end coming back, Mark Andrews. The team, it has potential, but I don't love it. You know what I'm saying? Going to the other team that I just don't like at all. Tula gets to start here, and he's dealing with an injury. Drake gets to start. Gore gets to start. Not Frank Gore. Derek Gore. Gore that we just so happen not to know. Rashad Bateman. Robert Woods, who is dealing with an injury right now, is a foot injury, which is kind of concerning. You want to monitor that. Dallas Goedert, Marvin Jones. I mean, this team I don't like at all, bro. Like I don't like the team. It's a very weak team. It's a very suspect team. And who do I got winning this game? I'm going with Gabe, man. I'm sorry, Emery. I just don't see it, bro. Like, you could win, I guess, but you need a lot of things to go right for you, brother. Like, I just can't. I can't. I'm also a realistic motherfucker, you know what I mean? Going to the other game right here. Fuck his life. Jesus. Believe it or not, he got a win last week. Right? Fuck. He's 4-4. Going up against 4-4, Weatherman, a.k.a. Joe. Now, Joe is getting the team nice and healthy and with some decent matchups right here. He's got Josh Allen, Mixon, Josh Jacobs. CeeDee Lamb is dealing with an injury, but I'm sure he's going to be fine. Michael Pittman, who's looking like a number 1 wide receiver right now. Gesicki, who is putting up points as a tight end, which is good. I mean, tight end positions are up and down. And Cole Beasley gets the flex, if not maybe Chase Edmonds. So, and this is very interesting how Joe has 2 defensive players on his team. That's very, very interesting. Yeah, let's just go to the other team before we even, Kirk Cousins on Jesus' side. Melvin Gordon, Mike Davis, Emmanuel Sanders, Adam Thielen, Schultz, and Van Jefferson. So it's kind of like it's a very interesting team. Um, will they have enough to push through though? Against the names that on the other side that Joe has, it would be very difficult. It'd be very difficult. And not only that, you look at Jesus' team, he has nothing but red and orange matchups. Only one green team is a favorable matchup for him. We don't really like to go base too much on the matchups, but basically with these names that are not really too high up there as far as the fame goes, you kind of are a little bit concerned. Again, he's dealing with an 8% chance to win. I'm going with Joe. Joe's going to slap out of it. Maybe finally have a positive record right here at 5-4. Going to the next game, guys. Don't be mad. Turo, 4-4, going up against Frankie, 1-7, the Team Cisco kid. All right, so right here we go with Frankie. He got Joe Burrow, Herbert, Zach Moss, Devontae Parker, who balled out last week, Hunter, third and Renfro, Tyler Higbee, and T. Higgins. Now he might get Saquon back, but I think Saquon just got in the COVID. I mean, he's got Montgomery and he's got the other guy there, and he's got Clay Claypool. Is it Chase Claypool? There you go. All right, that fool. And he's got him on the bench, so he's up and down right here, and he is going up against a guy who is used to putting up a lot of points. And with Turo's team is Ryan Tannehill, Ezekiel Elliott, Josh McNichols since he lost King Henry right there, Chase, was it Jamar Chase, Hunter Henry, and Kenny Golladay. Now, Kenny Golladay didn't practice, and he's only had one good game so far this season, okay? Again, like I said, Henry and Kittle are both on the IR for Tua, so Tua's kind of going through it. I mean, he's lost his best offensive position. I mean, and is it Mike Davis? Where is he? Oh, my bad. Mike Williams is playing, but people are starting to call him a bust, so we'll see how that goes. Who do I have winning this game? I'm going to go with Turo. Turo's going to have a bounce-back game. I think the losses continue with Frankie. Frankie, at the end of the day, he's only chasing one person. He made this clear when we played basketball, and he's chasing Emery. So if you got your eyesight on the one guy that you're chasing, I guess you're doing something right? Going into the matchup of the week, I'm going with Mondo, one glute, who has the record of 7-1, going up against who the fuck is that guy? Richard, who has a record of 4-4. Now this is matchup of the week because these guys just did a trade a couple days ago while on basketball, and it was great because they proceeded to do the trade and then they came out and find out that they were playing each other. So I love that shit. Looking at Richard's team, Kyler Murray, Dalvin Cook, Eckler, Marquise Brown, Amari Cooper, who is his new asset, Evan Ingram, Jalen Waddle. Now, he has some nice matchups right here, and his bench is pretty, kind of available. So, I like the names, but is Kyler Murray going to play? Looking at the other team, Patrick Mahomes is going to go up against Green Bay, who has been suspect right now, and they're losing some players left and right, both defense and the offensive side. Henderson gets to start. Damian Harris, who is the new acquiree of Mondo. Justin Jefferson, D-Hop is dealing with an injury the whole season, but he's looking like he's still going to play. Kyle Pitts is getting all the looks right there in that terrible Atlanta offense. And he's still going to go with, who the fuck is this guy? Put that into context. Darrell Williams. All right. Who do I have winning this game? I'm going to go with Rich, man. Honestly, he's got a lot of green on his matchups. His players are kind of semi-healthy. And basically, it's going to come down to Murray. I mean, that's the thing about Richard. His team always comes down to his quarterback. And I think one of the reasons why that is because he did draft Kyler Murray as a top 3 pick. And you're banking on the fact that Murray is just going to run. He's going to do these touchdowns out of nowhere. He's going to pop out these touchdowns out of his ass. Now, he's a great player, but he's also a very small, typically a small quarterback. And he moves a lot. He runs a lot, which is at his advantage. But can he stay healthy? This week I got Richard winning, but, I mean, we already know who's already in the spank bank. I mean, the record says all. Actually, talking about the record, since we're actually moving as far as the record goes, let's go through the 1 and 12 list. Right here, we got number 1 sitting pretty. Right there is Mondo. 2 is Oscar. 3 is me. 4 is Josh. 5 is Turo. 6 is Don't Be Mad Gabe. I'm your pimp Gabe. 7 is Joe. 8 is Richard. 9 is Marcos. 10 is Jesus. 11 is Frankie. And dead last is Emery. So that's the record. That's the week right there that we just fucking capped it off. Hopefully everyone has a good time. Hopefully everyone stays safe. And hopefully, you know, I win. Take care, people.